Good evening, Mr. Mayor, councilors. Ed Klenmay, Loveland, Colorado. We've all met a time or two in the past. I wanted to bring to light I'm not going to go into the oil issue. We have all heard that one to death. We've all heard a little bit on or substantial amount on the public input. I would like to comment a little bit on that, but I'm going to start with something else that was made, in my eyes, light of in Carrie's presentation. She said the first three things are just definitions and this and that and whatnot. I'm going to skip over those and move into the public comment part, okay? To me, that's relatively disastrous to move through those. Let's just get through those three parts, because contained in the definitions, some of the changes that are looking to be made concerning the definitions could be catastrophic. They are terribly vague. The City of Loveland has in place now different various descriptions of what's allowed in each and every different zoning throughout the city, and they are far, far more detailed than what you're seeing here. Vague, okay? We're using words like manufacturing that is predominantly from prepared materials. We're talking about incidental storage, all this stuff being allowed without any public review. One of the things that's getting changed in the amendment is they're totally removing the 10% rule as it pertains to outdoor storage. Right now, excuse me, right now there stands a rule that if you have a business, a place of a good-sized company, you are limited to a 10% of that gross square footage outdoor open storage. They are looking to eliminate that, not just increase it, eliminate it. Theoretically and quite literally, it means that you could build a 10 by 10 guard shack and have 3 acres of outdoor open storage, okay? I read through the documents online that were provided to you guys tonight. I'm assuming they're the same. And that being said, again, those are some of the devil in the detail things that I think you guys really need to look at, and very possibly need to be looked at in greater detail by other boards or commissions, given a little bit more time to actually look at that and not be rushed through it. Definition changes, way too vague, way too vague. Okay, let me start back here. Okay, so if the, and again, I agree with the economic viability of this town. We all need it, okay? But if the public process or the present process is presently taking too long, then let's work on shortening it, not eliminating it, okay? This approach would help everybody in town, not just the Millennium Project, okay? Let's do something in one fell swoop that helps everybody. This amendment is also asking for waivers based on the time it takes to get through the city process and this and that and whatnot have you, yet vast amounts of this 3,000 acres is years away from being developed. What's the rush, okay? Focus on the parts that you need to. Let's discuss those. Let's work with them. But to just carte blanche rush through an approval for 3,000 acres, like Mr. Myers was stating, we have no idea who's gonna own that property in the years to come. 3,000 acres is a lot to develop, and it's going to take years and years to do it. Given that, just getting the infrastructure in place to some of this acreage is going to take more time than the public process and the review process in which the citizens have a chance to engage in is going to take. It just will. Okay, for more than 20 years, the citizens of Loveland and their representatives have been developing a method of growth, and in doing so, identified the need to involve citizens, and now you are being asked to forego this to one degree or another. Again, as it concerns 3,000 acres, it'll be out of your control, it'll be out of my control, it'll be out of a lot of control. We do not control some of the boards associated with the Millennium Group, and somewhere down the road, the folks that are making those shots and sitting, or calling those shots and sitting on those boards now, you know, might not be there to take it. Okay. So, you know, I guess basically closing, if so much of this request concerns future developments and the time it takes to go through the process, let's start working on that. We've had plenty of time to do this, and we're not capitalizing on that. In the discussion of oil, Jones stated that it is important to the citizens of the community to have time to explore and discuss issues. Darrell says haste makes waste. This is really not a whole lot different, not when you're granting some of these changes without thorough review, and you're doing so to such a vast amount of ground rather than just one particular item, and give everybody the same benefits in this town. Thank you for your time, guys and gals.